Welcome to another episode of That's Dicey. I'm Andrew.
I'm Steph.
I'm Alex.
Today we're going to play some Blades in the Dark. I have an interesting plan for what we're going to call Session 1 because my plan is to give you three separate options. But we'll start our story off in the magistrate office. The Honorable Cena Fitgit called you up into her office, sat you, all three of you, down, and said, I have a job for you. There's a person I really want to get rid of. It just keeps eluding the law. So she wants to hire you to plant evidence on this person who's being investigated by an inspector. So the inspector guy, the one Inspector Laroche, is looking into crimes that this person possibly has done. The person in question, Ernest Bowditch, is a member of the imperial militia who's just been doing bad stuff, according to the magistrate, and gets away with it because he has carefully timed alibis and evidence gets lost and witnesses go missing. So, I want you to sneak in and make sure he gets caught. Now, the other information that the magistrate gives you is the inspector will drop the case and say that it was tampered with if he suspects anything is off because he's a very by the book, like everything has to be perfect before he'll submit it to a barrister, which is how things are tried. An inspector submits stuff to a barrister presents it to a magistrate. You're talking to the magistrate who it would be presented to, so all you need to do is get the inspector to give it to a barrister, and this man goes to jail. But our, I guess, three-way choice here is: do you help the magistrate, do you help the militia guy, or do you help the inspector make a good case?
What should we be paid for?
The militia guy is the criminal, right?
Yes. Three coin.
Just three.
3 coin.
3 money.
$3 bills.
So exactly, dollar bills.
Yeah. That many, yeah.
Cool. What would we get out of anything else?
Well, if you help the inspector, you don't really get anything other than rep with the blue coat people, the inspectors.
We want our reputation to be narcs.
Yeah, and then if you help the militia person, we would have to make that decision, and then we would play out bargaining with him. So essentially, how I imagine it in my head is you're in the magistrate's office now being offered this job. You say you don't accept it, you go to the militia person and say, hey, this person has a plan to do something to you. We can help prevent it. What are you going to give us? And so you'd have to bargain and barter with that person and figure out what they're willing to give you.
But sorry, go ahead, Alex.
Do we have to accept the job right now, or can we sleep on it and then go talk to the militia dude and see what he's willing to give?
I feel like if we go talk to the militia dude and say, hey, someone's gonna plant stuff on you, pay us to stop them, and we don't like their offer, we can't go back to the other guy because he said that the case will get thrown out if anything's suspicious, and so, the guy getting investigated might go to the cops and be like, they're gonna plant stuff on me, and then the cops would be like, it's suspicious, and get rid of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you where my head is at. 3 money as a guarantee is better than a possibility of more money down the line, because there's also a possibility that the militia guy will just run off and not give us anything.
I think we try it then.
Right. And yeah, magistrate will give you the damning evidence and where to put it, which is a warehouse owned by this particular person that is going to be raided and inspected later by Inspector Laroche. So yeah, you'll have to get it in there and place it, and make it look like no one ever was there and that it was just there. So before I guess we get into your approach and that type of stuff, there is a thing called gather information roll. Any of you can do it. You would just go to where your roll dice thing, and pick yourself, and then you can select any of the actions. that you are able to do, but you will have to explain how you gathered the information using that skill. So if someone wants to do that, I can give you a range of information based on what your role. So, yeah. And the position will be controlled, and the effect will be standard. And then yeah, you can roll it if you got it. And then tell me what your role.
What are we rolling for?
Gathering information. You can do that.
We just
Oh, I just have to make.
do we select any of our skills?
Yeah, any of them, but you'll have to narratively explain how you've done that, right? So if you, for instance, the simplest example that I have in my head currently, you use sway, right? Then you've like charmed or like used like some sort of like false, disguise to get a good look at the place. Like, I'm the pizza delivery man, and I walked in there and looked around, or that type of thing. So it would just be contextualizing the action you're using. But you can use any of them, and that'll be the same for all of the game. It'll just be your effect may be less based on the situation. Like if you're in a sword fight with someone and you stop and try to sway them, your effect is going to be lessened because you're trying to stab them.
Fair.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I think I want to try and do the gather information thing and use what happened here. I think I'm gonna use a tune maybe
Okay.
to see if there's like a ghosty haunting the area. Who can sort of give me a leg up on what we're doing here.
Okay. And then
you said the position is controlled and the effect is standard?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just hit the roll button, yeah?
Yes. Oh, you got a 6. Nice.
Nice.
That's an outright success,
That is
right?
good, yeah.
That's a success.
So, yeah. There is a local ghost of this warehouse. A poor, unfortunate person that may have had some sort of sad incident in their life that caused them to die in this warehouse. And yeah, they haunt the warehouse. Most of the time, they repeat loops of like events that have happened to them, and they don't really move about or interact. But because you've attuned yourself to them, you're able to look around in like their surroundings. So this warehouse is a distillery in disguise. It has a bunch of crates and a bunch of things stacked up, but inside is like these barrels that they distill and then they move underneath. So there's an underground to this warehouse that they move under the ground out into the city. What they're distilling, you don't really know. It's mostly them pouring liquids into barrels and that type of thing. So without like following that chain, you wouldn't be able to figure out what they're doing per se. But there's a main floor with an entrance with like bay doors, and then there are stairs that go up to a walkway that goes around the outside of the warehouse. And there's a couple doors up there, and they go sort of to like a sky shelf around the top of the warehouse. From the looks of it, there's maybe 4 guards at max at any given time. It looks like there's normally 2 that are kind of patrolling around, and then they switch to another set of 2. But for like half an hour to an hour, there are 4 of them as the other 2 finish their route and then head out. I don't think that there's any more mission house wise. There are 2 floors, stairs to get to the second floor, goes to like walkway. There's a main floor with like a bay door, a bunch of crates, barrels in the center of the room that get like shifted underground and move some. And that happens once in the day, and then there are the 4 guards that roam the place pretty much the whole day. But there are only 4 of them for an hour at most. 2 guards most of the day, and then another 2 come on and then finishing their route, and then it's just the other 2 until the other 2 come back. What I will say is you'll have the advantage in your setup planning role thing in that you are aware of the pattern, how everything functions. And then also I'll give you the benefit that you can use at some point during this score. You can reattune to this ghost and kind of get a glimpse of what's going on inside because you've already attuned to it. But after that, your connection is not as great, so you'll have to reattune. But
Okay.
you can get a free look around the warehouse at any point in time.
Awesome.
Uh,
Nice.
that went exceptionally well. Now, talk about the plan. How are we that elephant? How are we getting in there? Where are we putting the?
So just the question, am I meant to be seeing a map right now? Because I don't see a map.
No, there. Yeah.
No. Okay. Good. Perfect. I just wanted to be sure.
I was thinking. Last time when we did the map, that my brain does not work that way. And my brain got stuck in like configuration of rooms. Like, nope, the map ruins my whole process of thinking. I don't ever use them for like D&D. Don't know why, but it just makes my brain turn off because it's like everything's there. The map is already there. I don't have to think of what the room looks like. It looks like this, and then my creativity is gone. I will be posting fun little pictures. You should be looking at a cool picture of like outside.
Of pain.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the area where the warehouse is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Yeah. So, I'll have a mock-up picture of something similar, but not really a full map.
That's fine.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. So, I guess look at approaches. I'm gonna say that assault is probably not not one you can do. Trying to be as not detected as possible. But all the other ones have some sort of merit. Occult, maybe not. Occult is a little hard to see. So there are the approaches. I'll just read them all. Assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport. Those are the ways you're going to get into the building and start this where your plan lies as far as how you get in there and what you want to stick with throughout the process. As far as like what the job is, stealth is probably the best option, but I don't want to, put you in there because like you could, do transport and say we're bringing in supplies to this warehouse, and that's how you get in the warehouse, and then carry crates around and plant the stuff via subterfuge.
I want to stealth in.
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling some stealth.
My skill is.
Alright. So that's stealth. And then I think it should prompt you to pick your character load on the thing. If you click forward. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you'll have to open your playbook to it. Yeah. Load is
Okay.
the items that you have with you. You pick a number, like a size, and that's how many items you can carry with you. And those you don't have to decide on. Like you don't have to pick the items now. You just, pull a rabbit out of a hat if you should need it.
But I can't pick anything from the left side. I was able to pick the playbook items. I chose fix. I'm gonna do knife. That one I can't select.
Yeah, I can't select anything under standard items either.
I see. No, if you mark, I don't know. Does it?
Oh, yeah, you have to choose your load.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want both of my pistols.
Really? The pistol with the loudest weapon?
Yeah. Shit, you got a point. Okay, hold on. Somebody has. Yeah, that is true. Okay, hold on. What the hell? I'm gonna do the arcane implements. Some climbing gear.
Oh shoot! It finally selected.
Oh, I don't want to do a large weapon. Ooh, some tinkering tools.
But if you that's very. I don't know why it's making you select. Yeah.
I have a question. One of my options in here is documents, and making me think things that we need to bring in and plan.
Don't count them.
Okay.
You can have them. But you could use documents to forge that you're a guard, replace the guard. But if how the game is supposed to work, I don't know why this particular thing makes you do stuff. Is you pick a load number and then you say, whenever you use the item is when you acknowledge you have it, and then you mark off one, right? So if you were to say I pull out my climbing gear, right, then that's one of your items that you brought with you, one of your 3 items you brought with you, and it's never like predetermined. You're supposed to, as you use it, make it up. So if you see anything in there that, like, later on you think, oh, it would actually be cool if I had this, feel free to jump that in and say you don't have
Okay.
It's a large weapon.
a large weapon.
It's just called a sword.
Get 1 for luck, the advantage. Yes. Holy God.
3, 3.
What happened?
So I rolled your engagement roll, which I guess it essentially gives you your starting position, right? So because it's a 3, which is a desperate starting position, I am going to add that something special is happening this day that you've chosen to plant this evidence, and they've upped the guard number to a good 6. There's 6 of them. Yeah. But that's
God, what would a 1 have meant?
So in this game, 1 to 3 is fail.
But they're all the same level of fail?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
What can I get?
4 and 5 is succeed with a complication, and 6 is pure success. In the instance of a 6 that isn't, a predetermined thing that I'm gonna have to talk about, I'll have you describe what you're doing. So if it's an action that you're doing, I'll say, describe what you're doing scenario. Whereas a 4 and 5, I'll give some description, and then a 1 to 3, obviously I'll be giving you all the details in there. So, you have 6 guards. Something interesting and special is happening today that made them increase the number of guards. So how do we want to get into the warehouse? What is
So, is there ever a point where, like, the guards a blind spot and there's overlap? Are they patrolling outside? Are they inside? Are they both?
Both, but never downstairs. They don't go around outside of the ground. They go out the bay door, up the stairs, and the sky bridge around through a door that goes into a sky bridge, and the stairs loop. So no one goes around the outside of the building, right? Other than on that sky.
So under a bridge and maybe find a window or something.
Yep.
How do I get back to my things again? My stuff.
Character sheet.
Well, I had to pick however much stuff I was bringing with me, or the load or whatever. I saw a list of stuff I could bring with me, and that list.
You'd be able to click on picture of yourself.
Me.
And then pull up your character sheet.
And me does nothing.
And then it'll be double click on yourself, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well.
And inventory is where the list.
Okay. With me, I brought fine shadow cloak. It is a hooded cloak made of rare Peruvian shadow silk that blends into the darkness. Want to wear that?
Okay.
So, a little extra sneaky.
All right.
And then would like to find a window that is potentially out of the path of the patrollers. Path of window.
Okay. Goal is to find a window. You'll pick one of your actions, decide whichever one. The effect is standard. Position is risky because as of right now, they're not alerted to anyone happen they're not in an extra bad scenario yet.
Okay. Well, I would like to use study. I would like to carefully look at the building. Oh, if I can peek carefully in some windows to see what kind of window. Is it an open kind of place? Am I gonna be able to get in? I'd like to find something where gonna open into a hall that will be populated.
Okay. Yeah. Does anyone want to assist in the role? Push yourself.
I'll assist.
All right. Go ahead and roll that off. That is a 6. Nice. So as you sail around the perimeter of beneath the sky bridge, there is a window just beneath the sky bridge.
Beautiful.
It goes into sort of the backish area of the warehouse. And looking through the window, there's a bunch of crates. It doesn't look like, from what you can see, that the guards go back there in their route. Not really. They do the loop around the bridge, down the stairs, out the door. They sort of do this a figure 8 type of thing. So they're doing the circle up top, and then then they go outside and do a circle in the same sky bridge. They don't really spend very much time on the floor because the only like other entrance than this window is a giant bay door where they would clearly see you coming.
All right.
Yeah. But
who of us is the strongest? Open this window, and before you do it, I have with me a silence potion, which negates all sound within 10 paces of the drinker for a span of several moments. So we can really like wrench open a window.
Okay.
And I'll slip in.
Okay.
But want to give that potion probably to the strongest person, although it would affect us all if we're all pretty close.
Okay.
How do I find out what my strength is?
It would be dependent on the action that you're using to sort of break open the window. If you're using wreck,
I'm gonna wreck it.
It'll be whatever your rec score is. But yeah, it could really be.
If it's locked, I also brought some lockpick stuff.
You could also, finesse it.
Someone wants me to kind of lockpick it, I can do that. I don't want to take too much of the starting stuff here.
So, yeah, it could be.
I have some in finesse.
Yeah, it could be any of those actions, whatever it is.
Definitely the lockpick stuff.
I have 2 skill finesse.
Okay. We'll finesse the window open.
Would like to use delicate lockpicks that I brought.
Okay.
And also the potion.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna call the position. The position is controlled, and the effect is great. So if you succeed at this roll, you're going to be able to open the window and get it. And if you fail at this roll, you'll probably get complication instead of the guards are alerted. You're trying to break in a window. Okay. Yeah, you get the window open. Everyone can get through the window, but you can't close it. The window is now open.
Are there curtains? Can I drop?
No.
Cool.
I just never stumbled on curtains in a warehouse.
That's fair. I forgot it was a warehouse. I keep picturing the map from the last one we played. And it was like this fancy.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely. It had draw the curtains in the bed with the gun on it.
Oh, guys, this is suspicious.
Yeah.
They said if anything was suspicious, they're just the case though.
Oh my god, a door open.
A window was left open.
So what?
Yeah. Maybe sneaking into the bathroom or something. Maybe someone opened the window because they took a smelly poo.
No, this is the back of the warehouse. Behind all the fun crates.
By the water.
By the water.
I don't think that.
Yeah. Yeah. If we're super worried about the window, someone can use another action to try to close the window.
Who's the last one in?
I'm going to let you guys decide that. What order did you go in warehouse to the window? Who went in last?
I would like to go in first. Albeit.
Sure.
I don't mind going in last to try and finesse the window closed.
Okay. Then yeah, if you wanna roll finesse to try to close that. Again, it's going to be controlled, and the effect will be standard because you're closing a window. Really isn't going to be for benefit.
Oh no! Oops. Well, shit.
Yeah. So.
Oh no. Any chance that potion's still working? And
yeah, no.
all the sound.
Yeah. You seem to jam the window more, not really going at all. If at first you had some sort of wiggle, now it's just flat stuff.
We have no wiggle.
Yeah. Cool.
So the window is open.
I give what's your character's name?
Brody.
I give Brody a solid okay symbol, a really sarcastic window. It's
All right. So you are in the warehouse.
What do we have to plant, and do we have instructions on where to plant it?
No, not where to plant it. What you have is a package type of thing. It's from the looks of it, looks like some sort of contraband, but unless you open it, it's like.
So we need to put it somewhere mildly hidden. We can't hide it too well, or they won't find it. Can't leave it out in the open, or it'll look suspicious. So we need mildly hidden.
Is there a foreman's office or something?
Yeah. That would be on the same floor that you're on. It's so I'm gonna use directions here. It'll be to the left of where you're going. Straight from where you are is the like bay doors, and then to the right is the stairwell that the guards come down and go out the bay. So if you were to stay, really close to the crates and go that way, you probably get in this without any interaction with them. If that's what.
Well, I'm thinking Foreman's office because it is hidden, but it's not like too hidden.
Okay.
No, you can talk.
Okay. So, do we all want to roll?
Like to prowl my way over.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, we can all do that if that's what.
My position and all.
Your position is still controlled. The effect is standard. If you succeed, you get to the office.
Oh.
You better hope you get a good one.
Should I push myself and take a stress for this? I feel like this is important to not be seen.
Yeah.
I haven't taken any stress yet.
I guess, do we want to do, so is everyone going, or are we
You know what? We're all going.
breaking it up?
Maybe one of us should go. Just to reduce.
I could send my
I feel like a dog isn't the most
It's a ghost
stealthy.
dog.
Can it carry a package? Shifts focus to DM. I don't know. Can it?
I honestly don't know.
I'm gonna say no.
Come on, it has a mouth.
Yeah, it's still a ghost mouth.
It's a good.
All right, I am pretty good at prowling.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got.
Yeah. If one of you wants to go, then other two stay back. I was just thinking in my head, maybe someone wants to stay by the window to ensure that you can get out.
Yeah.
You want to be window man?
I mean, I don't mind staying back. I feel like I would need to hide or something. Because the guards.
So as long as you stay where you are, they probably won't.
Oh, okay, good. Nice.
Yeah. You'd have to do something and because their route
I'm
doesn't
good.
really go back there.
Question. I have that fancy cloak on.
Yeah.
Does that do anything for me?
It increases the effect. I guess we can call the effect great, and I'll give you. You are in the off.
Oh.
Okay.
So you will still roll the prowl to get there, but if you succeed, you are successfully inside the office.
Okay.
Whereas before it would be getting to the office and having to get in.
Wait, ready?
No, right.
Oh, I'm scared.
Chaos.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
I love when the DM groans when we do well.
Yeah. So yeah, you succeed. You get inside the office. There is no one in there, and the curtains are closed.
Curtains.
Oh, so there are curtains.
Yeah,
Office.
in this office window, they're closed down, and they have their normal window that they look out and will move around the warehouse. They have them closed up. No one's in here. It's dark. You can see. Get in there. There's a desk. There's a bunch of file cabinets. A bottle of whiskey.
Does the desk
Ooh.
come down in front? Like if you were sitting at the desk, would I be able to see your lap?
No.
Okay. I want to put the package where your feet would be if you were sitting at the.
Okay.
So, hidden.
Okay.
Still accessible to the person who hidden enough. I know. That's why I'm thinking. I don't want it on top of the desk. They tried to hide it, but maybe they're dumb.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, you carefully place that there. So you'll have to roll to get back.
Well, I'm gonna prowl my way back. But would you assist if you're back by the window? Really gonna push myself. I'm gonna hold my breath the whole way.
Okay.
And just it would be stressful. Okay. Okay.
Another success. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it back.
Okay, but then I want to get back to Brody, and I want to talk about the window. One window is stuck open.
Yeah.
It's very obvious that a window is open. My thought process is, someone was trying to air it out. No.
Come through and just.
That's actually a good idea, though.
Well, I think it's wedged now because Brody tried to close it and it got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So we could try and open a few more just to make it maybe it was hot in here and some people open some windows to air it out.
Mm-hmm.
Versus only one window is open. Something.
I mean, multiple windows open looks way less suspicious than just one.
right? That's what I'm thinking. And if we can't get the other one closed, we might as well go the other way. But a few more.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So can I like look around and see like like where else would be some other like I want to sporadically open some windows, but also try and stick to the shadows, try and stay out of like the field of view of strollers.
So there was one in the office.
I was
Well,
just thinking
That's the thing. I
that.
don't think I want to open one of the office. Like that's a little suspicious. And like, why would anyone be in the office if the office is like a closed place?
Yeah.
They're not opening office windows to air the place. Ones.
Hmm.
Like right now, I think it's empty and it's being
So
guarded.
there are windows up skybridge. There's guards.
There's literally
patrol
only
those.
one window on the whole
And
fucking
then,
first floor. Whole
no,
freaking first floor.
No, there are more windows. But you'd have to also, that would be towards like the stairs. So there's only one window on this back wall, other than the ones that are above it. Yeah. So there's the windows up. There's the one that you're all in front of, and there are some on the left side and the right side of the building. The one in the office, and then beyond that, there's a couple.
Okay. About how much time do we have between guards passing through this area, coming down the stairs and going up? There are 6 of
So
them.
I would assume there's 3 already.
Well, they're in pairs. So you have the two go up while the other 2 are going out the door and around outside. Then there are 2 inside. Oh, that is very interesting.
So would it be like
Yeah. So
The listeners
the-
can't see
the-
fingers.
the gap,
I'm trying to make sure.
The,
I don't care about that too much right now. I ain't gonna lie.
We love you, listeners.
so if we're looking at like I guess trying to figure out timing between the 6 when it was 4, right, there was maybe 5 minutes no one being there.
Now it's even.
And now it's to precisely map it out, you'd have to walk. Whereas Alex has perfect information for 4 guards. So without like taking the time to study or survey, figure that out how long it is, you wouldn't have an exact.
What do you
So,
think?
So okay, I have a quick question.
All right.
Would subterfuge supplies include a costume or like access to costume?
I will say yes.
So here's what I'm thinking. We can't just walk around in this warehouse, but the guards can. If I use my subterfuge supplies to make myself look like a guard, I could like go around and open windows without there being too much suspicion.
Okay.
Guards all know each other?
That's a good question.
I don't know if we'd know yet.
I think
They're in pairs.
yeah, I think
The subterfuge supplies do include documents too.
okay, right.
So I could be like I'm like a new guard, or I'm here for training, or some such nonsense. And I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think that's the best idea, and I can assist you on that. Like because I'm with you, I'll like help you get all dressed and.
I run a wide one.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
And if the guards are in pairs, because they are in pairs, right?
Yes.
Would I know what like the captain of the guards looks like?
Probably not.
Okay.
You're studying of the warehouse. Yes, gave you a look at the guards. You would know which guards were there originally and which guards are there now new, right? So you recognize the 4 guards that were there when you looked at the warehouse, and you'd be able to identify the 2 new guards, who they are.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go for then. I'm gonna use my subterfuge supplies, get all gussied up to look like a guard, and forge some documents that says like I'm the new guy on the force or whatever. And then I'm gonna talk to them about opening some windows or open some windows. So yeah, like isn't it hot, guys? It's sweltering in here. Aren't you guys hot? I'm gonna open this window really quick. No problems.
We good? We good. Okay, so are you using sway with that?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna also
Beautiful. So the position is controlled and the effect is standard, right?
I'm gonna say the position is
Position is risky.
Yeah, because if if this fails and they start to question you, then you put yourself in a dangerous.
Okay. Another question. If I push myself, does that help me at all?
It gives you another dice.
That's not a horrible idea. I'm gonna push myself.
Dice, not bad.
Not bad. All right, let's give this a go.
You nailed it.
Yes, baby. It did. It really did.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you go in there and like you said, you say, man, it's really hot in here. Like we need to open windows, and they're like, yeah, no, that makes sense. And yeah, they open the windows for you. Some of them.
Nice.
And
thanks, guys. Thanks for the assistance with this. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go take a smoke break, and I'm gonna leave.
All right. Yeah. That works completely. They open the windows. You trick them with the disguise. But yes, one more thing. Roll something here. Because I don't know.
I don't trust you guys. That's 3
Right.
dice. What are you doing there?
What's going on here? I'm not even with them.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Is that good for us?
Yes, that is good for you.
Nice. Okay, like that. Let more of that. Let's do more things that are good for us.
So whenever I'm making decisions that are like based in like what if territory, we'll roll a fortune roll using one of the stats of different characters and decide which way that goes. My question was, does the guards then question where did that person go that told us to open the windows, or does it just mesh into their like daily work routine and they forget about it? And
they were random orders.
They were like, oh, okay, that was the thing that happened, and they don't remember really.
Brody said they were going on smoke break.
Yeah, and they don't question it at all. But I wanted to, have obviously the concept that there's a possibility that wait, who the hell was the person that told us to open the window? And why are they not here?
Okay, well, seeing that Brody's probably gonna leave through the front entrance because they were like taking a smoke break.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you'll sneak around the building or something.
Yeah.
After the other guards open the windows and like make their way back upstairs, get her towards the window we first came in, and try and prowl my way back out.
It's a controlled area. Yeah. Okay. The effect is still standing. We're just getting a nice.
As you're on your way out, the window slides down.
Finally shuts.
It wedges you there. You're stuck.
I'm looking at you through the spyglass and start laughing.
So yeah, you get out of the window. Yeah. Okay. You get out of the window, but at the time you're getting out of the window, directly underneath the patrol on the above sky bridge.
But they can't see me because I'm directly underneath.
Because you're directly underneath.
Do I know?
Yeah,
no, you can definitely see them above you.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll just kind of stick to the building, find a shadow kind of thing.
Okay.
Have a shadow cloak on, wait for them to spawn, and then the whole time I'm thinking, where did Zero go?
Just chilling back, watching through his spyglass.
I don't know that. I left you by this window.
Oh yeah, that's
my character.
So
where is he? I hope he's not inside.
You'll find he's lost.
Do we have a meetup plan? Should you have to separate?
I'm probably just gonna go back to our base.
Okay.
And
that's.
I feel like our default is if we get separated, meet back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see this one. Hi, me and him.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you make it back to home base, successfully done the score. But I am going to do the clock.
Why are we counting? Why is there a clock? Let's
You put in militia. I read Matilda.
Imperial Matilda.
Imperial Matilda. She's great. She's done great things.
So yeah, I think
Is that who we want to find out?
Uh.
Oh, that's the guy we're framing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yikes! Yikes!
This clock is less a current like panic about the clock, but in the future, interactions and things that you have could advance this clock. And so you've done this crime now. You've planted the evidence. So
Wait, so
at some point in time, the people that are essentially this person is part of the imperial militia. Those people could find out if you're responsible.
Okay.
So there are
Just make dangerous enemies, perhaps. That was.
So
I can only do it.
we're gonna do like a weird, lens zoom out from the base, fall back into the warehouse. Spectre finds the package under the desk. He holds it up, looks at it, opens it. Inside of it are these vials, weird blue goo.
Ah.
Yeah, there's 2 of those in this package. Weird vial thingies with blue goo. He says that this is good evidence. He surveys the surrounding area. Doesn't think much of it. This was just casually placed here. We got him this time. He sends his people to make the arrest. Yeah, and
good thing.
Yeah, as the
Right.
Yeah,
because there were so many open. It was fun.
Yeah, as the arrest occurs, you get another sort of notice, a public face where people can talk to you. Part of your crew thing is that your lair is hidden, so I don't think they have a way to directly engage with you in your lair. Have like some sort of hide. It's got a website. They just shoot you like they just jump in the chat and shoot you a chat like.
Shirts that have QR codes on them.
And so every single bus, we're like,
the QR
posing.
Got you. So yeah, they contact you. The magistrate does, and sends the 3 coins. So what we'll do is
good tonight, and I pop the coin in my mouth.
Try to feel rich, try to take a bite out of it, crack it too.
Yeah. So this was
your team.
Why are people crying?
Okay. Let me look up something. I'm gonna go into downtime, wrap us up, do the next score, the next.
Okay. Downtime is where we can indulge our vices to get rid of stress, right?
Yeah. I'm just doing the reputation, but I gotta look at what default. They're only gonna get reputation. Be cool.
Love it. One giggle. It makes me nervous. For anything. No giggles allowed. Question: do you prefer GM or?
Recently, I have run way more not DM. Is there something on?
It says 2 reputation.
Oh, 2 reputation.
So weird. Won't let me move on to the.
Oh.
Okay.
Incarcerate.
No one should be incarcerated.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like living people. So get to pick 2 activities.
Ooh.
The list should be up. Just click 3.
6 heat? Why? No one saw us. Alright, DM.
So, what's the least amount of heat we could have? Is it 0?
No. Yes, 0 is the least amount. You do any.
We have 6? My god. Okay, what can we do to reduce heat?
The activity we're eating.
Wait, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm confused. Said something was supposed to pop up, and all I saw was the heat. I have this on.
Can you click activities?
Oh.
Will it let you?
What?
Click the other sidebar. Click the dice.
Oh, okay.
Does
So
that
it's set
change
to
it?
vice, right? Oh, but doing I'm having. Oh wait, I found it.
Ah, there.
Okay, my actions are for Brody though. I'm not Brody.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you have no heat.
Oh, me? Ah.
All of you.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Is it letting you select the things?
I've been clicking on them this whole time, and it's not changing anything at all. It's not even letting me click on them, to be honest.
No, but they're lighting up like we should be able to.
Right, they are.
Doing great.
You're doing good. Okay.
Yes, the only thing I really want to do is indulge a vice.
Find myself spices.
Blackjack.
Okay. Click the dice. Down the one.
This is
And then it takes us.
Oh.
But then be like.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Drinking can only train. let me do Vice for cricket. Cricket Vice. I can indulge. I could go buy something pretty.
There you go.
My screen. Oh, man.
Oh man, you did clear the whole one stress. You got rid of that one stress.
Okay. Indulge Vice. Sure. Brody, roll. I don't have a lot of stress, but oh no!
What happened?
Oh no!
I would like
I cleared all of my stress,
Oh no.
Oh, you got rid of that
but I
stress.
overindulged.
Made a bad call. I'm out of money.
I made a bad call.
I'm gonna say that's my bad call.
I think if I made a bad call, knowing Brody, he probably got really, really drunk. So he's just sloshed.
And we're all waking up with some random
So what
person
what
that
did-
you brought home last night.
Oh, hey, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
they
actually
woke up
cool.
in-
You got
They
some-
woke up in an extra large version of the shirt with a QR code on the back. Fell asleep like this again.
Okay.
So what is it? I guess for down. So you can acquire and ask.
I haven't trained yet.
So you want to indulge?
How do you train?
I can't hear.
Alex, say that again and didn't have it.
Oh, okay. How do you train? Sorry, because I only did one thing so far.
So you should be able to hit the dice. Oh, why?
There is no dice next to
There is
train
no
for me.
dice.
It's just trash cans.
Okay, hold on. Oh, so there isn't a roll involved. We just go to
Just go to my playbook?
Open your playbook. Pick one extra.
Nice. What am I gonna? Probably more finesse or prowl
So
or sway. Probably sway.
So there's 6 possible things you can do. You get to expire that is gain temporary use of an asset like a cohort, a vehicle, or a service. You can recover, which is seek or harm. Produce heat. You can indulge your vice, but you only have one. So you want. There's long-term project work on a personal project. What is your long-term project?
Not open.
Have some fun underground because
Alright.
stolen from.
Incredible. Cards. Trying not to swear on it. It is
Yeah, because it's
historical frack.
Oh,
breaking stuff.
Children, Holly Wally, oh my. And I got one of them halfway there, and she goes, Holly Wally, and I was like,
Come on. Oh my.
my protege.
What are you doing? Work on the underground. Are we going places, observing them? Are you meeting with people, talking to them? I'm gonna call this survey.
Telling himself.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm trying to find a repetitive list of
This is your investment
And,
strategy.
strategy. How much
Build that nest egg.
Or if you're ice indulging. Next time we'll have more narrative. This was more figuring out the game.
I'm glad we
Yeah.
got to do more things. I feel like us finding a window in your last one kind of did the story real quick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. That was another episode of That's Dicey. Man, Drew.
That's that.
I'm Alex.
Goodbye.
Bye.